Hey guys, I hope you're all well. So over the past few years, I've been playing a lot of the new version of HeroQuest and absolutely love it. As you can see, yeah, I have gone out and gone mad and got all the additional quest packs because obviously they all have the additional quest books for, well, more quests. But something I love is, well, the front covers on all of these. And I've really wanted to make dioramas of, well, probably each and every one of these because they do look so awesome. Lots of detail in there and amazing things. This is by Magic. Yes, this is what I've just made. Absolutely really pleased with it. Love how it's come out. Don't think it looks too bad at all. So I'm going to be making more of these. But I don't have any 3D modeling skills. And as the old saying goes, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And well, I've just turned 58 this month and don't have the time, patience, or inclination to spend hundreds of hours learning 3D modeling. But what I can do is push a button and let the software do it for me. Introducing Hitem3D, the software that will let me turn any image I can get into a 3D model with literally the push of one button. So all you need to do is find the image you want or draw something up, drag and drop it onto this little box here, and away you go. Obviously, there are a few recommendations on the kind of image to import, a nice clear background one as opposed to a busy one. So the first thing I need to do is to take some photos of the individual sort of creatures I want to sort of print out. And as you can see, there's not too many on this page. I think it's literally, was it, 2, 3, 4, 5 little things on here. So I've got the main guy, the main barbarian. Ignore the light that's on the screen. Obviously, the picture is taken a nice, clear picture of what I need. But obviously, it has got a background on it and words over his foot. So I've just taken him into Photoshop, tidied it up a little bit, cleaned up his legs. So say the bottom of his feet did have the frozen sort of words over them, so I've cleaned that off. And then cut out the background, because obviously that is obviously very distracting, and I don't need all that stuff in it. I just literally want the main dude. I'll be doing the same process for all the other creatures that I want to make into 3D models and print out. So there we go, before, after. So I can take him in. But I did take him into another AI software just to get 4 images of this dude. So I've got a front, a back, left and right. You don't need to do that. You can just drop one image in, but obviously as this does have the option of putting the 4 images in, yeah, I thought I would give that a go. So as I say, very simple, very easy software to use. And if you click on my link down below, you automatically get 100 credits, so a little play with. In addition, I can give away a 1-month Pro Plan membership to 2 of you. All you need to do is in the comments, type in I'm in, and then randomly be picking out 2 people, and they'll both get the 1-month free Pro Plan memberships to have a lot of playing around with. So while I've been waffling, as you can see, yeah, it's turned my image or images into a 3D representation of, well, the warrior that I wanted. And as you can see, yeah, he's come out perfectly. Absolutely love the fact there's loads of definition in it. And yeah, even obviously the backside, it looks all good, which is great. So it's just a case of doing the same sort of thing for all the other things I want to turn into, well, 3D models that I can then 3D print. Once that was all done, it was then just a case of taking them into the Halo slicing software that I use to, well, to put supports on miniatures and to obviously print them out on the Halo X1. And as you can see, yeah, I resized them all just to make them more appropriate, obviously, with each other. And yeah, I think they look absolutely awesome. So yeah, print them out on the Halo X1. This is sort of my go-to 3D printer. It's been the workhorse. So for anyone who hasn't seen the Halo X1, yeah, it does have a couple of unique features. And that is, well, as you can see, the build plate doesn't move. It's the VAT that goes up and down, very different. And the other thing that sets this apart from 3D printers, and that is, well, it's the build plate. It's got flappy paddles on the side, which means no more scraping miniatures off. You just give it a twist and off they pop. So you don't have to touch anything, which is absolutely awesome, and which is why I'm not wearing any gloves. Even though you lovely people still do comment I should be wearing gloves for this step. But as you can see, there we go. I'm wearing gloves now because I'm touching the stuff. Yeah, so obviously these supports I've had to put in myself, but they still come off perfectly. I mean, I do like it when other people put supports in because I know then things are going to be absolutely awesome. But yeah, the support system in the slicing software isn't too bad at all. So everything's printed really well. So the supports come off nicely. These have been washed. Then I like to put them in some warm water just as that does make things easier, even though that one just slipped out of my hands and went straight on the floor. So it's just a case of taking all the supports off, getting these ready, obviously curing them first, and then they're ready to be painted. Although in this case, I am going to assemble the diorama prior to painting, even though, yeah, I should probably paint the miniatures separately. But as you can see, yeah, these have come out so good. I have chopped off the back of this dude, but that's because I'm going to put him inside a sort of a box frame. I love making these dioramas in these now. As I say, these are great to sort of sit on my desk, or I can hang these up because they look like, well, little photo frames, well, diorama frames in this case. So it's just a case of working out roughly where they need to go. So I have made them the correct size, well, roughly the correct size to each other, and then made the box to sort of, well, accommodate everything. So yeah, just a case of packing it out. Obviously, this is meant to be like a snowy scene. So there are some rocks. Well, it's in like a cavern, I guess. The Frozen Horror. But absolutely love the look of say this HeroQuest front cover, and I'll definitely be doing some of the others, guys. So if you've got any suggestions on what you'd like to see me do next, yeah, by all means, let me know in the comments. So you may have seen recently my big tub of grout. Yeah, that finally ran out. So I got this polyfiller stuff, but yeah, grout is my preferred stuff because obviously it's a whole lot cheaper than this tube of polyfiller. Don't worry, I have just bought another 1 kilogram pot of grout because, well, this stuff is just great for filling in gaps, making textures, and in this case, obviously building up the inside of some sort of cavern, which is pretty cool. And to help pack it out, yeah, I've got these stones. Again, I said I have a lot of sort of basing material that I brought, probably when I started this channel, nearly 5.5 years ago, and never used. And these stones, yeah, these have been sitting around in a drawer for, well, I don't know how long. So, yeah, we'll get those involved, even though they're pretty much going to be mostly covered with this sort of polyfiller stuff. But hey-ho, helps pack it out. And there we go. Yeah, really pleased with how that looks. It just needs a bit of priming now. And as always, I'm using the Colourforge matte black. Been using this, I don't know, 3 years, 4 years, who knows? And there we go. Yeah, instantly transforms it into a nice matte black base primed coat, for which I can then do my usual dry brush with white, and then use the good old speed paints as well. These have been a complete game changer for me when it comes to painting miniatures, because, well, I used to hate painting miniatures. I used to like making little dioramas and making, well, weird and wonderful things. But yeah, painting was never my strong point. Definitely miniatures. Terrain, yeah, I can paint terrain because I just normally do any kind of terrain, make it look like a rust bucket. So the other reason why I kind of put this all together was because it's a case of if my brush can't get to it, then it doesn't need any paint. So it's not worth painting the backside of this thing because obviously, well, you're never going to see it. It's inside this frame. So yeah, so sometimes it is good to sort of put everything together because then any areas you can't get to are going to stay nice and dark and, well, shaded. So as you can see, yeah, I've got a whole variety of blues because that is the primary color in this, apart from the Barbarian, who does have obviously some fleshy tones and a few browns on him. But pretty much everything else is going to be, well, different shades of blue, different types of blue, because obviously this is some sort of ice cage or ice cavern even. Don't even know what words I'm saying these days. Yeah, so lots and lots of blue used here and there. Obviously, I will try and show on the screen which one I am using. I do forget sometimes, so apologies for that. But yeah, so it is pretty much all Army Painter speed paint. I do have some dipping inks from Green Stuff World as well. I think the only ones I don't have, I did have a few in the past, and that's the contrast paints from Citadel. Yeah, I don't really use many of those. I do tend to use more Army Painter and sort of say Green Stuff World. There are some paints that aren't speed paints, so as you can see, yeah, the metallic colours typically, well, even if I use the speed paint metallic colours, I would still then go over with a wash when I've done everything else, which you'll see me do this one. Especially with the Barbarian skin as well. I find skin colours, the speed paints, they're quite, I don't know if they look dark, dingy, dirty. I'm not too sure how to describe or how I feel with them. So yeah, whenever I do skin tones, I typically use a normal sort of skin colour. And then yeah, just add a wash afterwards. And that's kind of how I like it. Again, when it comes to painting, this is one where there's a lot of controversy because we're all different. We all like different sort of styles. Some might like the lighter colors, the area colors, and some like darker colors. Yeah, I'm definitely more of a grim dark look. I do like things to look sort of very weathered, battered, beaten. But obviously in this case, I am trying to sort of replicate the Frozen Horror quest book, obviously front cover. So as much as I can, I'm kind of sticking to the colours. Some of the colours I'm using, yeah, they might not be 100% accurate, but you can guess from looking at it what it's meant to be. Well, I certainly hope you can. Anyway, so yeah, there's a Frozen Horror quest book. Say all the colours there. Yeah, absolutely loved how this turned out. And I say, guys, check out Hitem3D. If like me, you got no inclination to learn any 3D modeling skills, but you still want to be able to turn things into 3D models. And also, I like the idea that I can just go around my place, take pictures of things. So, say I needed in a diorama a cup or a plate, a spoon, knife, fork, whatever it might be, or even my hand holding an item. You can take a picture of that, take it into Hitem3D, and yet you can make that into sort of a 3D model. So it's not just a case of being able to sort of say do these kind of dioramas. You might have a miniature that needs to be holding something, or a chair, or absolutely anything, and that's what I love about it. You can turn anything and everything into a 3D model, which for miniature hobbyists like me is, well, absolutely amazing. So yeah, don't forget to check out the link down below and get, say, the extra 100 credits straight away, just to have a little play, just so you can sort of see exactly what it does. And don't forget to leave the comments I'm in, as I have got 2 1-month Pro Plan memberships to give away to 2 of you. So, well, you get a lot more time to have a little bit of a play, mess around, and yet to see exactly what this software can do. I know I am hooked on it, and will certainly be using it many, many more times to make, well, more of these kind of fun dioramas. And there we go, just a case of adding on the framework with the HeroQuest logo there. And I think the whole thing's come out pretty cool. I wish my painting on the background skills was obviously a bit better, but as it's something I don't really do that often, yeah, I'll let it fly this time. I just need more practice on, well, painting backgrounds. Yeah, I'd say it doesn't look too bad at all. Plus, I do like the idea of doing several of these. And I say, because I'm putting these in these little box frames, they are ideal for, well, putting on the wall. So I think it'd be pretty cool to have, well, eventually, I guess, all of these. Although they do take a little bit of time to make. So, guys, which one would you like to see me sort of make next? I'm going to pick my few favourites. I do like the look of this one. Again, there's not too much going on, but enough going on to make it look good. So that's definitely a possible. This one, I mean, this would be quite cool, although not too sure how well I could paint all those ghosts and wispy things. That one's got far too much going on, so we'll give that a miss just for the moment. I do like the idea of this one. Yeah, I think anything with the barbarian I seem to really like. So these are kind of my favourites. Definitely these two, Treasures Keep and Return of the Witch Lord. Guys, let me know down below which one you would like to see me do next. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave comments, all that fun stuff. You guys all take care. See you in the next one. Bye for now.